From an early age, Robert Paylor was determined to leave his mark on the world. And it looked as though that mark would be made through sports.
I started when I was 10 years old, and I just got a fire for it. And I loved being out there, I loved competing, and I just took that attitude into everything I did.
You know, he wasn't a one-dimensional kid. He is not a one-dimensional guy. He's just so unique.
So how did you discover rugby?
So my high school is #1, #2 team in the nation every single year, Jesuit High School, incredible rugby program. So I went out there and I tried it, and it was just incredible. In the end, I was a rugby player.
Robert's talent on the rugby field landed him a spot at one of the premier collegiate programs in the country, the University of California at Berkeley, and a chance to be coached by the legendary Jack Clark.
He was a good high school football player, a good high school rugby player. Good players make you good coaches. So I know we wanted him.
Inside to number 5, that's Paylor. But Paylor finds Salibert.
I think as a rugby player, Robert was a born leader. You know, he never had the best skills in the field, but man, would he work.
What was it like to see him thrive in that environment?
I don't think you realize that until you get there, and it's game day, and you see your boy wearing the, you know, the blue and gold, and he's coming out. God, it was amazing. It was pretty proud papa moment.
Welcome back to the Penn Mutual Varsity Cup Rugby Championship, just about set to go.
So May 6th, tell me what you remember about that day.
Yeah, I probably remember more from that day than any day in my life.
Varsity Cup final, here we go.
Kick the ball off, they commit a penalty, so we kick it into touch.
First line out to Cal.
And we bring it in. I'm just kind of going through my job, you know, thinking what I got to do. I'm one of the bigger guys, so I got to be able to push in the small. I'm in the front, and I'm going. I got pressure from the side. And the guy wrapped me around the head in a headlock. So my chin was pinned to my chest. I just remember fighting it. I'm standing up, and I just got rode all the way down to the ground.
Cal getting close.
Until my face really pressed to my chest. I felt a crunch. And then I realized, oh, I can't feel my legs.
When you were laying there, what were some of the thoughts that were popping into your head in those moments?
It was just terror, just sheer terror, really.
There is an injured player for Cal on the ground. It looks like Paylor, it's Robert Paylor of Cal.
You know, I've seen Robert not go down a lot, and he bounces back up. He's just vibrant, he's athletic, he's Robert Paylor. And so when he did go down, it took me a few minutes to realize it was him. And so I just remember walking down or kind of trotting down the bleachers and grabbing the railing and falling to my knees.
His mom, Debbie, and father, Jeff, here in attendance and must be absolutely gutted right now.
I mean, the hardest part was when I had to see my parents and my brother. I always tried to be so strong for them, and I just couldn't be strong. I was laying there and I was weak and I was broken, and there was absolutely nothing I could do.
Robert was taken to Santa Clara Valley Medical Center, where it was determined that he had suffered a devastating spinal cord injury. Robert was unable to move anything below his chest.
That night, you know, we were told he needs surgery. You don't have a lot of choices. And I remember when he came out, the surgeon after, I asked him, like, you know, is he ever gonna walk again? And he kind of said no. Probably not.
I remember the day after he was injured, we went to the hospital. It was the first time they let us see him, and he had a smile on his face. We're like, what is going on here?
I could not breathe without oxygen assistance. I could not eat for a month, and that was rough, but I had hope.
I remember in June watching video of him barely twitching the tip of a finger. And I'm like, all right, this is starting to fire up.
All right, go to work.
After a month in intensive care, Robert moved to Colorado to start rehab at Craig Hospital, a world-renowned spinal cord rehabilitation center.
Rob got here in June. I think you were in a power chair, collar.
Yeah, very different.
Deconditioned, didn't have any movement at the time below his level of injury. It's just, I mean, it's awesome to see how far he's come.
Are you going to be able to walk again on your own?
That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here. Yeah.
Kick. Get that here.
I've always knew that if you work at something as hard as you can, like it's probably going to work out for you. I said I can do this, and I just know I can push through probably anything that I'm going to run in for the rest of my life now.
Nice job.
It was good.
Back in Strawberry Canyon at the Cal Invitational, where the California Golden Bears are playing host to the UCLA Bruins.
Very good. It's awesome to be here. It's been a long time. Yeah, really good. Strong.
Really done phenomenal.
I'm able to stand up and walk now.
You can.
Yeah, I can.
Can you explain the outpour of support that you have received? Because it's incredible, the number of people.
I don't know, it just puts a lot of faith in humanity, doesn't it?
Oh man, we're all behind you, and just it's fantastic that you're back.
It's just amazing to see all these people who really care. I have had thousands of people from across the world who have been the most loving, caring people I could ever wish for. This is just unparalleled in any situation for me.
I think I'm as tall as you in the chair.
You know, he's not supposed to be the rock when it's happened to him. It's supposed to be somebody else. But he was the rock for everybody. Everybody had to lean on Robert Paylor after Robert Paylor was injured.
A very special Winter Rugby Field welcome to Robert Paylor.
I've never seen Robert shed a tear after this accident. And I have.
And now, with all those who are able to do so, please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Think about everything ahead of you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll miss it. You know, I'll wish that I could be out there on that field with them. But my goals and challenges are different now. You know, I've been granted a different life.
Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you, Coach.
The positives are about Robert and his resilience. His resiliency is just amazing.
I did tell Robert once, this could be the best thing that ever happened to you. You've already inspired thousands of people. I knew you'd be great. I knew you would have something to put your mark on this world, but you've got a venue now to do even more than I ever thought you would.
I just want to be happy. I want to do all the things that I would have done. I'm going to get my degree. I'm going to have a beautiful family, and all those things are very attainable goals for me. No matter what happens, I will be thinking that I was successful through this situation if I can get through everything that's been given to me and still be happy.